You were saying it goes hand in hand with other criminal activities. I mean, what else can you say about that?
Well, it's research has proven that some serial killers, some serial rapists have at one point been involved with animal abuse, where they've abused an animal at some point. So that is just a proven fact that when people abuse animals, they would then escalate it to murder, rape, other organized crimes, illegal activities. So when we allow dog fighters to continue, there's illegal baiting involved, smuggling of other illegal things in our country. So we're just exposing our community, especially our youth, to such dangers. I can give you an example. In the east of Johannesburg, we had a report from a school where children were mimicking dog fighting. So what they actually then did is they saw dog fighting, and we're talking about grade 1 children here that actually mimicked the dog fighting and attacked each other, ripped each other to shreds. And then the winner there could then mate with one of the other girls. And that's how they refer to it. So it's a sick sport, and especially with our youth. Our youth is our future, and if this is the way we bring them up and expose them to such cruelty, they will also be violent at one point in their life.
Jaco, is there any province that's worse than the other? I mean, I know that it exists in the Western Cape. This arrest happened in Gauteng. Is it more popular in certain provinces?
Well, it's predominant throughout the country, but we get more reports in your built-up areas like Cape Town or Johannesburg, because the population obviously there is much higher. But it does occur throughout the country. We get reports throughout the country, but those are, if you can call it, the most hotspots where dog fighting takes place.
And I mean, I guess compared to other countries, other African countries, I mean, do they also have a problem with this? And how have they managed to eradicate it?
Well, it's a huge problem throughout the world, and it's so difficult to eradicate this illegal activity because you have to catch them in the act, and it's so organized. If it's the high level, it's so difficult to catch them, and it's a huge problem throughout the world.
So last question, I mean, how can concerned South Africans help in putting a stop to it? And are there any kind of warning signs that people should look out for? Are there any dangers in reporting it?
Well, when people report illegal activities like dog fighting or even animal abuse for that matter to the SPCA or the NSPCA, their details will be kept confidential. Under no circumstances will we reveal information. We even won a High Court case earlier this year to not divulge our complainants' details. So we can assure them that we'll never give out that information. Secondly, if people see suspicious people walking with dogs or dogs that they've never seen in the area, all of a sudden now there's a lot of people going into a property, they need to phone their closest SPCA or the NSPCA. Don't go on social media and post it on social media, because you're just making everyone aware of it, and then the dog fight won't take place. So phone the NSPCA immediately. I can give you our contact number. It's 011 907 3590. Or if they wish to send an anonymous email, they can send it to nspca@nspca.co.za.
Jaco, what does a fighting dog look like though? I guess you can't assume that any person walking around with a pit bull is involved in dog fighting.
That is the myth, where people think that when a person walks down the road with 1 or 2 pit bulls, you get this fat, muscular dog that they, with cropped ears, that they are involved in dog fighting. Now, those are not normally the dogs that is used for dog fighting. It's like having a fat athlete running. It's not what you're looking for. Normally, it would be a slender dog. You could see muscular, but it's more a slender dog. It's a pit bull type dog that is used. It doesn't mean if their ears are necessarily cropped that they would use the dog for fighting, but normally you would have a dog with cropped ears. There would be visible scarring on the dogs because they would have fought before, and they train from a young age as puppies to fight. So scarring would be visible, and people need to look for the signs. Are the dogs aggressive to other dogs? And normally these animals are not human aggressive, so it's more to other dogs and animals.